Hello, folks. I'm organizing my trout fishing gear here. Trout season just opened. Well, I shouldn't say it just opened. They just started stocking trout here in some of the streams. I'm down here in Southwest Virginia, Giles County. We have actually there's Big Stony Creek and Wolf Creek, and there is Dismal Creek, and we've also those are the creeks that are stocked by Virginia Game and Fish with trout starting October the 1st of each year, and it runs through the end of May. I believe it's the end of May, either the end of the May or 1st of May. So I'm organizing my trout fishing gear. I do a lot of fishing for smallmouth bass and other types of fish in New River. But what I'm doing here is putting together a little shoulder bag for just trout fishing. So I'm organizing that. So I went through all my fishing gear, and I've got it down to pretty much what I consider to be the basis, what I need for fishing for these trout in these streams. And I just figured I'd run through it here real quick. I got a little case here, got a bunch of little spinners in it, and these trout will go after these little spinners, especially after they've been in the stream for a week or so. Once they are first put in, basically you can catch some of them on spinners, but not so much. But after they've been in the stream for a week or two, and they're naturalized somewhat, and they've started eating bait out of the stream, little minnows and crawfish and various things, and they will go after these spinners and various other little types of bait, like this little crawfish guy I've got here. It's got a real good action on him. So I've got some little spinners here in a little case to carry them in. I've also got some little power bait atomic tubes, and those are supposedly real good. And over here I've got a rooster tail spinner, and I've got some swivels, and also I've got some little split shot here, several different types of split shot. Actually, the littler the better in these streams, because if you use a big weight in these streams here, you will definitely get hung up. Now, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube about people using slip sinkers. You use a slip sinker, and then you use a swivel to hold the sinker back away from your hook. And then you have a leader of like 18 inches to 2 foot, and you put a little hook on that, and your slip sinker helps you get the bait out in the stream or in the lake. That's a pretty good rig, but I suggest using as light of a weight as you can. I often fish in the river, and I fish with try to fish if I can without any weight at all. Fish are very weight sensitive, and also trout. So that's why people like to use these slip sinkers, is because it lets a line go right through the feed right through the little sinker. However, even using these slip sinkers, you will get hung up in these streams because there's a lot of rock. So you go to a light as possible weight. And like I said, I got some little BBs. I was fishing with this gentleman. He last week, and he uses a size number 22 hook, a size 22, which is extremely small, and he uses like a BB split shot. I mean, really, really lightweight. And he was catching these trout really, really good. Actually, what they were doing is he was using power bait, and he was completely covering his little bitty hook with a power bait, and it was just really just a little speck, and they were swallowing that. And then once he felt them on the line, he was setting the hook, and the hook was all set deep in their throat. So he was catching them on that. A size 22 is a really, really small hook. Uh, Here's some size number 8 hook that I've got. And these guys are size 12. And these guys are really small. But a size 22 is even smaller than that. So the size hook that you use for trout really depends on the type trout that you're going after. If you're going after real big trout, of course, you can use bigger hooks. But anyway, I think I've got everything here that I need, and I've got it down to just a few items. This big fingernail clippers here, this for clipping line, clipping the tag ends off your lines when you tie your hooks. These, of course, are for removing hooks from your caught fish. And, of course, some little barrel sinkers here. If you're going to use the slip weight on your line, you can use a little swivel there, barrel swivel, to keep the weight back away from your hook. And then you use like a leader, like a 15 inch to 2 foot leader. So anyway, I think I'm set. I've got it down to here, just a few items. Some power bait and some spinners and a few hooks and a few things that I need. So this is pretty basic, pretty lightweight stuff. So I've got it down to where it's going to be easy to carry, and where I won't have to be fumbling through a lot of things to catch to get what I want. So anyway, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to get out here tomorrow, perhaps, and see if I can't catch a few trout. And of course, I'm going to be trout fishing all winter and through the early spring. So I've already caught a few, so I'm going to get out there and see if I can catch a few more. Anyway, thanks a lot, and you folks have a nice day. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and get out there and see if you can catch a fish or two. Thanks a lot, and you folks have a nice day.